Let's be honest, sweat isn't exactly the most glamorous aspect of exercise. Whether you're in the middle of an intense workout, sprinting to catch the bus, or running for your life from a surprise Zoom meeting, sweat is your body's way of saying, hey, I'm working hard here. But did you know that sweat is more than just a sticky inconvenience? It's actually your body's high-tech cooling system working overtime to keep you safe and performing at your best. So let's take a deep dive into why we sweat, how it helps us stay alive, and why that salty drip is an unsung hero of human survival. What is sweat anyway? Sweat is not just that puddle of moisture that makes your gym clothes stick to you, or that little bead that rolls down your forehead in the middle of a conference call. It's your body's primary way of preventing overheating, also known as hyperthermia. Your muscles, when they get moving, produce heat. A lot of heat. And if the heat keeps building up, it could cause damage to your internal organs, and possibly your mood. So, your body has a fail-safe mechanism: sweating. Your central nervous system is basically the brains behind your sweat production. It has these cool little receptors scattered throughout your skin, spinal cord, and brain that keep an eye on your body temperature. When they sense things heating up, they give the green light to your sweat glands to start churning out the good stuff: fluid. And this fluid isn't just water. It's a mix of water and electrolytes, like sodium and chloride, which are essential for your body's functions. As sweat makes its way through the sweat ducts to the surface of your skin, some of those electrolytes get absorbed back into the body, making the sweat a bit more diluted by the time it reaches your skin. So, while sweat is mostly water, it also carries with it the salts your body needs to stay balanced. How sweat helps. Cool you off. Here's the catch: sweating itself doesn't actually cool you down. Wait, what? That's right. Sweat doesn't cool your body. Evaporation does. When the sweat hits the surface of your skin, it begins to evaporate, taking heat with it as it escapes into the air. That's when you start to feel cooler. However, this process is a little like waiting for your friend to show up for a carpool. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it just doesn't. Environmental conditions play a massive role in how effective your sweat is at cooling you off. If you're in a dry, temperate climate, evaporation can happen efficiently, and your body cools down without a hitch. But if you're in a humid environment where the air is already loaded with moisture, evaporation slows down dramatically, making it harder for your body to cool off. So, while your sweat might be doing its job, the atmosphere might not be playing along. Even worse, if the ambient temperature, aka the air around you, is hotter than your skin temperature, your body might start absorbing heat from the environment instead of cooling off. So, if you're sweating it out on a scorching summer day or in a sauna, your body may have to work overtime to stay cool. The secret behind your sweat's composition. Did you know your sweat can actually reveal some cool, pun intended, details about your health? Not all sweat is created equal. The composition and rate of sweat vary from person to person. Trained athletes, for example, tend to sweat more efficiently than others. They start sweating earlier and at higher rates because their bodies are conditioned to handle heat stress more effectively. Their sweat systems kick into action before they overheat, keeping them in the game longer. But that's not all. Your sweat also contains important data about your hydration status. If you lose a lot of sodium in your sweat, for instance, it might mean you're at risk for muscle cramps. If that's the case, you might need a hydration strategy that goes beyond just drinking water, like adding electrolyte-rich drinks to the mix. Sweating and hydration. Let's get something straight. Sweating and hydration are a package deal. When you sweat, you're losing more than just water. You're losing electrolytes, vital minerals that help your cells function, keep your muscles moving, and even help regulate your heart rate. So the more you sweat, the more you need to replace not just water, but also the electrolytes that sweat carries away. If you don't rehydrate properly, your body can't sweat as effectively, and your ability to cool down diminishes. Talk about a vicious cycle. Dehydration doesn't just impact your ability to sweat, it can mess with your entire workout. Even losing just 2% of your body weight in fluid can impair performance. Your heart rate goes up, you feel like you're working harder than usual, and you start feeling sluggish. Plus, cognitive function starts to take a hit, which might make you forget that you're even supposed to be working out in the first place. It's like trying to run a marathon while reading a book. You might get through it, but it won't be pretty. When dehydration hits, here's a little hydration hack. Rehydration is about more than just replacing lost water. It's also about restoring your electrolyte balance to keep things running smoothly. That's why sports drinks and electrolyte supplements can be a game changer during intense exercise. They help your body maintain the right balance of sodium, potassium, and other minerals, so you don't feel like you're walking through mud during your workout. But if you're thinking you can just chug water and be done with it, think again. Replenishing your electrolytes is crucial for your body to keep functioning like a well-oiled machine. You don't want to leave your body trying to perform without the full set of tools it needs. Debunking common myths about sweat. There are some widespread myths about sweating that need to be addressed because, let's face it, they can be pretty misleading. First up, more sweat doesn't always equal better fitness. Just because someone sweats like a waterfall doesn't mean they're in better shape. Sweat rate is influenced by genetics, environment, and acclimatization. And while more sweat might mean your body is working harder to cool you off, it doesn't automatically correlate with fitness levels. Next myth. Sweating is not a detox mechanism. Despite what some wellness gurus might tell you, sweating is not your body's primary detox method. Your liver and kidneys are doing the heavy lifting when it comes to clearing out toxins, while sweat just carries trace amounts of waste products. So, sweating won't cleanse you like a detox bath. Sorry, no magic here. Lastly, sweating does not result in fat loss. When you sweat a lot, you lose weight, but it's not fat. It's water weight, which is quickly replaced once you rehydrate. So, unless you're drinking sweat as a substitute for water, which, trust us, you shouldn't, you're not burning fat by simply sweating more. Sweating is your superpower. In the end, sweat is more than just the moisture on your brow. It's an essential part of your body's survival system, keeping you cool and functioning in the face of intense exercise or heat. It helps regulate your core temperature, and if you understand how sweat works, you can use it to your advantage, boosting your performance and staying safe. So, the next time you break a sweat, take a moment to appreciate your body's high-tech cooling system. It's not just a nuisance, it's a vital player in keeping you safe and on top of your game. And hey, if you're sweating buckets during your workout, just remember, your body is a sweaty superhero, and that drip on your forehead is a badge of honor. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you found this dive into the science of sweat as fascinating as your body's cooling system. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fun and informative content. Got any questions or thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next video.